release our RFP. We're going to try to evaluate what we've learned today. We'll also give you an opportunity to allow you to submit additional questions. We are going to consider this an open RFP process. As soon as the board approves this tomorrow, we're going to invoke a code of silence by district standards. What this means is that we'll have a single point of contact with the district that we will ask everyone to direct your questions to. We will take those questions, we'll post them on our website so the world can see what's being asked and the world can see what those responses are. It's very important that you adhere to this and not try to direct any questions anywhere outside of the point of contact that we're going to give you through procurement, because it risks invalidating the entire selection process. We're going to use a process that statutorily allows us to use the best value selections applied to select any of the lowest of the three bidders that we have. We're going to try to structure our request for that bid such that it gives us the best comparison. There'll be some assumptions that we'll make. We will ask you to submit the price in a separate envelope that we're going to keep separate from the team that initially evaluates and reviews the proposal for responsiveness to make sure that it's met all the requirements, and then of those that have met the requirements, then we'll look at, see the three lowest, and then we will review and offer to enter into a contractual relationship with one or more of those three that we've defined. As part of our process, it's very likely that we're going to end up doing a best and final review. So those that are in the low three from the initial submission, we will meet with, we'll discuss, make sure we understand each other, and then we will ask for a final proposal before we do our final selection process. There's some questions we're going to ask.
Mark, before you go to that question, could you clarify for everybody here, since I see many folks where we have existing partnership, how does that apply to the code of silence if they have to discuss ongoing business that is currently happening?
Very good point. We still need to conduct business. There are some people in this room that we already have contracts with. So in the conducting business under that current contract, yes, certainly you're allowed to speak with the district and representatives about that. But that conversation shouldn't in any way gear towards any of the process. Any questions about what we're supposed to submit, how the selection criteria is going to be reviewed and moved on. What we hope to do today is have an exchange. We want to talk to you about what we're thinking about as using as evaluation criteria. We welcome your feedback on how that's going to be applied. We want to make sure that you understand that it's clear to you exactly what it is that we're going to consider as important to us when we make our selection determination. But certainly if you have other contracts, you're allowed to do that day-to-day business. I would say because of the dollar values that we're talking about, any errors, you need to err on the side of caution, and if necessary, we'll just put a contracts person in with a meeting just to make sure that there's no one going to be accused of trying to gain any sort of advantage as we do this. We want to be as open and transparent as we can through this process.